Yo. We are back for another dope ass episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. I'm your boy, Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
All the effects. You're getting all the effects. Welcome back. Shout out to the No Sleep crew. We appreciate you. Like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Again, welcome back to Late Night with Nate. This is the podcast that we sometimes, shoot during
Doing it
the
in a
day.
day. Right.
Late night podcast, because you can listen to it anytime that you want to. Again, we appreciate y'all for checking in. Boogie, how you doing? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Just trying to get my legs back. I feel this is a holiday weekend. Holiday season.
Yes. The extended weekend.
It feels like, man, the top of the year. Boy, we've been on some bread eggs, haven't we? Well, I be forgetting I gotta work. I be forgetting. Oh yeah. I have responsibilities. I got bills and shit.
Start to get into the swing of things when it's like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, MLK weekend, then whatever else comes after that, because I don't know what comes.
It's a swarm of them. Like I completely understand. Like, and I've said this before. I completely understand why European countries, they take holiday and they take that little them siestas and take those designated chunks of time off, because they're like, it's too much going on. Let me just go ahead and take this young 2 months off real quick. You know what I mean?
We're on holiday. It's always so much cooler when they go on vacation. It's just Americans. I'm on vacation. Them, it's holiday. It just sounds like you're doing something so much more fancier. Siesta. It's just like, no, I had a staycation. It's like, oh,
right.
Okay.
Not the same thing, buddy. Okay.
It's definitely not. And don't be an American going to a European country during the siestas where the whole entire country takes off. You're like, where the fuck is everybody at? It's just like,
not here.
Vacation. Get it your damn self.
Doing the exact same thing you doing, buddy.
Man, but how you doing, man? How's the week?
Week was decent. Just making moves and kissing babies, taking pictures.
Okay.
Signing names. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. I had a birthday. I celebrated my birthday. I forgot about it that fast. Man, that's because it feels like this week in 2023 is already starting off like it's gonna be some bullshit. Like, it's just I can't believe we already what is this? This is the second week. This is the second week of January.
15 days in.
Yeah. Second week of January. But top of the I believe top of the week. It was my birthday, my born day. Got
some
to
good
celebrate.
B-Day shenanigans.
Yeah, had a little had some shenanigans happening.
So
nothing crazy. Yeah. Trying to decide on where I want to go, somewhere warm, because right now I'm in the process of renewing my passport, because it expires in June, and you got like 6 months.
Yeah, to get up on that early.
Right, do all that thug thizzle. This is what surprised me though. Like, before I asked you about your week, man, you have to turn in your passport.
Really?
You have to turn in your passport. I didn't know that either. I was like getting all my documents ready. I took pictures already. And don't go to Walgreens or CVS and have them take your pictures, because they're gonna charge you $20 when you can take your own picture and just go to CVS and Walgreens and print them bitches out and format it the way they want to do it. I used to work at CVS as a photo technician, and I used to tell people all the time, like, now, if I take this picture,
let me give you a disclaimer here real quick.
It's gonna be $25. $25 just for me to go like this. $25 for me to pull down that screen, that white screen, and for you to stand there, it's gonna be $25 versus 49 cents. Do you
So
see the
how many
difference?
people took you up on your offer? Was it a lot of people like, you know what, appreciate you, girl, I'm gonna go and do it myself? Or do they just take that, I'm
Um,
gonna just pay the
it
25?
honestly, it's like half and half because some people come in with the papers in their hand, like, "Yo, I need to do this now." So,
It's like, all right.
okay,
You know
listen,
what's
I'm gonna
messed up
get paid
about,
my little money anyway, so I'm just trying to help you out.
you know what? I'm kind of low key mad about that though, because people, you work hard to get these stamps. You be like, man, look, I went all these places and I gotta give it back to you.
Yep,
Come
you
on,
gotta
man.
give it. I was like, damn, this
I
ain't no
should be a
license.
souvenir.
Right, this ain't no license thing where I'm like, oh damn, I ain't got my license. Let me go ahead and get it renewed. You know what I'm saying?
like
I ain't got it right now to give it to you, but
Like, you know what? Especially like, what if you were like a baby that was well traveled, to see the progression of like, oh, I had this when I was like, 5 months, and then 5 years old, and 15. I got to give these back. Like, come on, man.
yeah,
That's not.
unless I missed something, I definitely read to
This is
renew you
government
have
property.
to, yeah, you have to mail in your passport. I was like, but what if y'all what
What's the
I can't
point?
get, yeah. Oh man. But so yeah, I gotta do all that, but it
Make sure
is
you
what it is.
request the passport book with a lot of pages, because sometimes they be skimping, and they'll give you like a book that has like 10 pages on it. You got to be like, nah, I travel. You don't know who I am. I
Calm
am
down.
Adrian
But I
San
haven't even,
Diego.
no, chill. But I haven't even used up all my pages. I
Still,
mean, I got a lot of pages that I got stamped out, but I haven't even used all of them. So I feel like, shouldn't I just be like, hey, y'all, I still got some pages?
right? Like, can't you just like update the pictures, give me a
Yeah.
new barcode, and let's keep rolling?
So I got to do that on uh on a new week coming up. I gotta go and mail my stuff out. But yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
looking forward to getting it. I'm trying to solidify a date so I can go out of the country, because you can expedite it, because they'll
Yeah.
ask you, yeah, in on the damn paper, where you going? Is it between 3 to 4 weeks or whatever
I
weeks
would
at a
just put
time?
yes, even if I'm not leaving for like, I'm not leaving until June. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm leaving in 3 weeks. Give me
but
my
then
shit now.
I know, but then they'd be like, please include the $60 expedition.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's right. You do gotta
they
pay for
they
that.
do not play. They be like, yeah, you want it now? 60 extra dollars.
One way or another, we're gonna get this money. Make sure you get your global entry too when
Oh
you
yeah, yeah,
update
yeah.
this. You
I'm
know,
doing that just because of you, for sure. I'm definitely doing that.
I'm
But
telling you, when you come
yeah.
back the first time, like, peace, peasants.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it though. But no, my week's been pretty chill. What about yourself?
It's been a cool week. I've
All right.
had really no complaints. I have accomplished a gym goal that I have
Ooh.
not had in almost like 4 years. Because you know about the injury boogie. You ripped my kneecaps off several years ago, so I haven't really taken any runs. I can do like short bursts,
Okay.
but I was on the treadmill. I was like, you know what, we've been in here since November. You're not a new me, new you type of
Mm-hmm.
dude. You've been in
Yeah.
here, you've proven your gym worth. So
Yeah.
let's just see if you can bust out a quick run. So I was like, you know
Hey.
what, let's crank this treadmill up. And I was like, okay, we out here. And then I was like, let
Oh
me grab these
god.
rails. Let me grab
Oh
these
god.
rails. Cause I don't want to be that dude who, you feeling yourself and then you get cocky and then you fall. So I was like, we did it. I was like, and I was out of breath because I was in there. Cause I go to the gym with a mask on. So my mask was like, like a fucking paper bag. And they was like, is this guy gonna pass out? Because you working out your own risk. I was like, I'm good. I'm good. But
Hey. Congrats, my
I was
mans.
very appreciative of that. So I was like, we out here, baby. But
Little wins, baby. It's the little wins.
I'll take them. And since I've been hitting this workout journey more, I found my old iPod. and I was going through
Not the old
my
iPod.
yes, my old iPod Classic, and I was like, let's go through some of these hits, which happened to be on my phone, but I was like, let's just see what's on the iPod, and I stumbled upon a group that had a stranglehold on me being a suburban black kid. And I was like, I gotta ask Boogie. I gotta ask Boogie if she knows, because I feel like you do, because they are from your neck of the woods.
Ooh.
Fall Out Boy. I
Oh yeah.
had a gang, and I was like, these songs still hold up. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
this is the best. You want to get a good ass workout in, or you just want to relive your white boy, white girl moments.
Everybody
Throw
had
on some Fall
everybody
Out Boy.
had everybody had a little emo phase. Hi, Gigi. Have you people ever? Well, that's disco. But yeah, yeah, disco, Panic at the Disco, all them, Evanescence,
Man,
all them. Yeah,
Yellow Card. I was just like,
come
wow, I
on now.
really had all these people, and I was like, so I had to ask you. I was like, Boogie, you being a Chicagoan, were they really that big in Chicago, or was
Hell
it?
yeah.
It was just
I
like,
remember.
man.
I remember when, because I was such a weirdo as kid. I always wanted to make sure that people knew me. People knew that a black woman, a black kid knew about everything. So I used to have a CD Discman and made sure my headsets were as loud as possible, playing obscure emo ass songs, because I wanted motherfuckers to be like, damn, she listening to that? Yeah,
She
nigga, I know
down.
that too. I know that too. Now what? I can switch it up if I want to. Yeah.
Some of those songs are are so triggering because like working out like in football in high school, you always had like the white strength coach, and it'd be like, take off to kick
Yeah.
you on,
Yeah.
like that shit, and you're just like, why do I like this? And you're like, it's actually some good ass shit.
Yeah. Yo, they
It's
got some
dope.
bops. They got
Some
some bops.
bangers.
Yeah, straight up bops. For sure. Because I always wanted to make sure, I wanted to make sure everybody knew that I was worldly and I didn't just know the hip hop and the R&B and the neo soul. I was like, yeah, nigga, I know this too. Fuck out of here.
You know what's really funny though is when, because it's just like, I know I am listening to this shit. Look, I grew up in the burbs, but when you see like a hood nigga and they just be, it's like, nigga, how
Banging
do
it out.
you know this? And it's just
Yeah.
like, hey nigga, don't tell nobody. It's just like, I got you. Like, your secret is safe with me.
Ain't
Like,
no
it's
secret.
always cool.
You should like all the music you want to like. And then I want somebody to come up there and say something. They ain't gonna say nothing to you. They ain't gonna
You
say nothing
know,
to Thuggerific.
you
No.
can't be a hood nigga out here listening to dance. You got to be listening to some Chief Keef. You got to you instantly changing the song when niggas get in the car. It's like, that was wrong station, my guy. Like, I
I
wonder though,
yeah.
like, how like we get hype like when white people know like rap lyrics. I wonder if that's the same thing like when we know rock songs. They're like, oh, I fucks with this black guy over here. Like, I wonder if it's the same way, or like a country song when we're like, oh, that's my bop. Like, I wonder if they get as excited as we
Probably, or they just like, oh,
do. Well, this nigger is cultured.
huh,
It's like,
you don't say. Ah.
I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a little bit of anger there. Like, this is ours, and I'm not gonna be upset with you. I'm like, okay, look, man, I'll give you that. But tis what it is. Boogie.
Yes, sir.
You know what time it is.
I'm tipping my hat.
I'm tip the hat. We got a shout out to folks for doing good things in the communities. Who you got? Who you tipping?
I have a whole slew of tips.
Yes.
Want to tip my hat off to all of the winners, the nominees first off, because you're a winner too. Don't get it twisted. But not the nominees of all the black
You pasted it. What was up?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Don't get it twisted. Cause I will add that. I'll be like, yes, I'm nominated. Even if I don't win. I am an Emmy nominated
Every time you see me, you're gonna put
actress.
nominated in front of my name.
You better put Emmy nominated. But yeah, definitely want to tip my hat off to the winners, in particular, Tyler James Williams, Quentin Brunson,
Yes.
Zendaya, Abbott Elementary in general wins. They won Best Musical or Comedy Series at the Globes, as well as the Queen herself, Angela Bassett. About motherfucking time.
Yes.
Okay. She won. This is the first, by the way, if you didn't know this, Angela Bassett is the first Marvel actor to win an Emmy. So that's
I did
big in
not know
itself.
that.
Yeah. And also give it up for Stephanie, Michelle Yeoh, for Everywhere, Everything, All at Once. And I forgot the gentleman's name. I want to say Ki Hong
I know what you're talking
Kyo.
about.
I'm sorry if I'm jacking his name up too. He was the actor from Indiana Jones. He spent 16 years, had a
Oh yeah,
powerful
yeah.
speech. 16 years in the business. Thinking that he didn't really get anything after his pivotal role in Indiana Jones as a child, and now he's an Emmy winner as well. So definitely shout out to the blacks and also the other people of color that got their opportunity, because it is Oscar so white or Hollywood so white. How about that? Hollywood so white. And also, did I forget about Eddie Murphy? I know we
We
want
haven't
to talk
mentioned him
about it,
yet.
but definitely
Yeah.
want to shout out Eddie Murphy as well.
Yeah, he got an
But
award
yeah,
too. Definitely
he got
dope.
an award as well. But yeah, give it up for all the black and brown folks out there killing it in the streets.
It was the whole lot of color up there, and I was like, "Yes, get it!" I was excited. I was like, "Man, so appreciative, so happy to see all y'all up there getting that money, getting them awards." So happy to see it.
Yeah, for sure. Who you got for your tipping?
I am tipping my hat to a young brother that we all seen. He was a meme at one point, and usually people who are memes don't necessarily end in good stories. But it worked out for this brother. I know a lot of y'all remember quite some time ago, a young man was in a Popeyes.
Mm-hmm.
Daenerys Collin, and someone walked up to him thinking he was little Terrier, like, "Hey man, do the ooh," and like most of us, a little homie just kind of kept looking forward, cut his eyes, and it was just like the perfect internet moment. Which has since turned into an NIL deal for him with Popeyes.
Yep.
He is a freshman at Lake Erie College. A lot of people were bringing up and tweeting Popeyes because his memes started resurfacing. Like, hey, get this kid a deal. He actually won a state championship with his high school last
Yep.
year. Kid is he's a good athlete. He's a dope star.
Yeah.
It's like 6'1", over 300 pounds, got a scholarship. So it was the perfect moment for Popeyes to give him a deal. It's actually not Popeyes' first time giving someone an NIL deal. So that's definitely cool that he can actually capitalize. He did a nice video thanking everyone for making it go viral, because he never thought anything would happen. It's just like, I went viral as a kid and nothing
That
comes
was
from
it.
it. So
Right.
kudos to him.
Yeah, kudos to him for sure. We do have an honorable mention.
Yes, we do. Shout out to Chance Rapper and Vic Mensa for the Black Star Line Festival. Had over 50,000 people in Ghana over this past weekend for that concert. They had tons of vendors of Ghanaians who cooked and everything. It was a dope ass scene to see. Cool. I love it. Just blackness, and it's in the motherland. Everybody out there just having a good ass time. So that was dope to see.
Hell yeah, very dope to see. I love the fact that all the stars came out and represented just like as they should. There's a definite market in all the countries in Africa. So I'm just happy to see that Black people are actually taking full advantage of it. So yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Like I want to go to Ghana. Ghana is on my list of places to go, but after seeing all those people, I think I'm gonna go, in like June or July,
Yeah,
kind of
take it
avoid
easy.
some of the crowds, because 50,000 people has a lot of people.
That it
Just
is.
chill out. Boogie. It's MLK
Yes,
weekend.
sir.
It's long
Yes, it
weekend.
is.
What do you have
MLK.
plans? What you got planned?
I'm gonna sit my black ass down and be my black ass self every function, every place. I might do something for MLK. Go to one of them parties. I've been seeing
Okay.
flyers. The said flyers that we expect us.
Is this one of those flyers with MLK with lean in his hand and a cane and a doobie?
We brethrens and sisters don't want to learn our lessons, so we just gonna fully lean into it and have MLK holding the bottle and smoking a joint. Okay,
got Coretta Scott King twerking on him while he's pouring a glass.
I will say there was a unveiling of a new Coretta Scott King and Martin Luther King Jr. Sculpture, and people were quite befuddled, if I would, about the image. And I saw the original image where they got the sculpture from. It's just the sculpture is just missing heads. So it's kind of hard to really see and envision unless you are literally standing in front of where they intend on you to be, see the sculpture. But if you go in other sides of the sculpture, it may look like something else. Let me just say that much. If you have, ladies and gentlemen, if you have time, go check it out. Yeah, Twitter is
children.
Yeah, Twitter is eating this up right now. Yeah, the image is a little unsettling. Yeah, it's a little unsettling. But again, that's because a lot of us have our heads in the gutter. That's why.
But
that
no, this is not even.
Why.
This is not even having your head in the gutter. This is just like
I too. Somewhere.
I too have seen the original photo, and I was just like, my guy, if you needed more time to do this, just say that. You could have, because you know what? There is MLK Day and there's MLK's birthday. Correct. Which a lot of people, they do get them confused. So maybe you could have took a little more time and unveiled the rest of the statue on his birthday, because it looks incomplete.
Because I think they wanted to focus on the hands, the emotions, the love between Coretta and Mr. King.
We knew there was some love there.
All right. Okay. I'm done with this.
They're focusing on their love. It's just the wrong.
All right. Okay. All right. I said what I said.
You know what? That's alarming for a couple of reasons. One, it was in Boston. And I was like, are we in like a weird, I was like, Boston is having a MLK statue? Boston? Racist ass Boston?
Yeah.
I was just like, okay. And it's incomplete. Imagine if you're driving on the backside of that. Yeah. And you just cut your neck and you're like,
you be like, hey, is this what in the hell am I looking at right now?
Man, what am I looking in the car?
Right. What am I looking at right now? Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoy your weekend, Black folks. Enjoy your weekend. I feel
whatever you need to do. Yeah.
Black people, try to do something bliggity black. And even if that means sitting your bliggity black ass on the couch and doing nothing, you earn this. It's MLK Day. I don't think MLK would want you to work on his day. And if you have to go
Not
to
at
work,
all.
do a half-ass job. Just this is the one day you could be like, it's MLK Day. You're gonna fire me? Because if they do, you get a lawsuit. So just go in and just like half work for the day and you'll be all right.
It's
And
a
just
day
talk.
of rest. This is a day of
It
rest.
is.
Yeah.
It's
Rest
a day of rest.
or party, whatever. Because parties be partying. So
It's a day of rest, relaxation, partying, and talking reckless to white people. Talk reckless to white people, especially the white people who are putting up MLK quotes. You don't get to put those quotes up. You gotta come at them like that. If someone is like happy MLK Day, you gotta, it's for black people. This is not your day. You gotta come at them like that. You gotta come at them. Every white person, you just gotta be like, hey, go to work.
Man, and I'm definitely more on the later ends, the later life of MLK when he started to realize like, oh,
F this shit.
oh, I don't want to do this no more. Oh, this ain't the way anymore. This ain't the way no more. Yeah, this is not the way.
Do you think MLK was smoking weed? Do you think MLK and the rest of the leaders were smoking back in the day?
Yeah, they was they was drinking when we weren't supposed to be drinking, and they was smoking when we weren't supposed to be smoking. The celebs and the activists was definitely trying out all the paraphernalia. They was getting it in. What else they gonna do? Because they in a split second their lives could end. So why not try?
I just pictured Mahalia Jackson like, hey Martin, I got this gas. It's just
stop
like
it. Yo, stop it. Yo, stop.
I just picture like how you think he came up with the I have a dream speech. The nigga was high, like I have a dream. Like
this man was like, I got something for you, yo. Let me write this down real quick.
He had Jesse Jackson them breaking down the splits while he was writing his speeches.
Yo, stop. Stop right now.
I mean, I feel like yes, they were all high because we know about like Billie Holiday and how they came after the jazz musicians.
Yes.
They were all high, but for other obvious reasons, right? Like you marched to Selma in dress clothes, dress shoes, God. And these is not like when you had like good insoles like we have now. This is not like when we had real breathable dress clothes like now.
Nobody had orthopedic shoes. Nobody had inserts to cushion their shoes. They was out here bare boning it right there.
It's like wearing a pair of fucking Steve Maddens or Aldo. It's
God.
The ground. But it's like after you done marched 200 miles in the hot sun, you gotta smoke something. I'm sorry. You got to hit something, and you gotta hit a bottle. Like I was, but yeah, look, we hitting spirits tonight. You just got to.
You can't be an activist 24 hours a day, okay? There are times. There are breaks in time. I'm sorry. Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
I mean, the way white folks were stressing them out back in them days, it was just like, look, man, we done got hit with these water hoses. I had a dog on my ass.
These dogs are tripping, okay?
Like, I need this joint, man. Oh, man. Well, whatever y'all are doing, please enjoy your MLK weekend. I got this smoker's cough. Before we go,
this man.
Excuse me. I had the smoker's cough here. Before we go on No Boogie, I got a grind my gears. I think I'm gonna have to possibly break up with my barber, Boogie.
Say word.
I think so, man. And one, I kind of let him slide a couple times, because it's like I make an appointment, and he's always late. There's always someone in the chair when I get there. Like, bro, if my appointment is at 10:30, I don't want to get in the chair at 10:35. I know it's 5 minutes. I know it's 5 minutes, but I'm like, what's the point in having me make an appointment? Because you're throwing me off, and you're throwing off the next person because behind me. But that's not really what is grinding my gears. Boogie, I pride myself on my beard. I pride myself on having this luxurious beard. But my barber is pushing my line down. My beard used to be like up here. I used to be like full figured on the beard. He's pulling it down. Now I gotta like wait and let the little fuzzies come back in so it looks all uneven. It looks like I'm just out here uncouth. Like I'm just not caring about myself, just living a rough, rugged, and raw life. And that's not me. I think I'm just gonna have to find someone else.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. If it's after so many times you had to endure his little slip ups, let it go. Let him go.
It's just like I'm hurt. So I think I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt for
that's fair.
Another barber. Or I might give him one more chance. I'm gonna let this kind of fill back in and then be like, all right, let's start over. Here's the map. Let's kind of just don't pull me down, so low, We'll see. We shall see. Boogie, we got an ad. Let's get to this first ad and we'll be right back.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I got to tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They black owned. You know you want to support a black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They give you 20% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com, BLAK watches.com, and make sure you use that promo code Late Night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. All right. Up first for news you can or can't use. The Golden Globes was the other night. A lot of people won. Eddie Murphy, got an award. And Eddie Murphy decided to give us some gems in his speech. Boogie, do you have the speech that Eddie laid upon us?
Yes, I do. Here we go.
Up and coming dreamers and artists that are in the room tonight, I want to let you know that there is a definitive blueprint that you can follow to achieve success, prosperity, longevity, and peace of mind. It's a blueprint, and I followed it my whole career. It's very simple. There's 3 things. You just do these 3 things. Pay your taxes. Mind your business. And keep Will Smith's wife's name mouth.
I mean, those are great tips. All 3 are amazing tips. Pay your taxes. We have seen that there are people in Hollywood who have not paid their taxes.
Eddie Murphy can speak on it.
They have gone to jail. We can run through this list of people who have not paid their taxes. So that is important, to pay your taxes. Number 2, mind your business. We have all seen how it is important to mind your business. A lot of our parents have always told us, hey, Stay out of grown folks' business. Now that you are a grown folk, mind the business that pays you. We have all heard these things. And number 3, keep Will Smith's wife's name out of your motherfucking mouth. We have seen the ramifications of what happens when you don't. So these are all 3 good tips. However, Boogie, I thought that third one was going to be one of those ones that you get at a graduation. Like, this is the one you take with you and you hold this for the rest of your life. I thought it was going to be something deep and moving.
You have to remember Eddie Murphy at his core is a comic. And regardless of timing, of how often he's been doing stand-up or not, he's going to try and be funny somewhere. And granted, I know a lot of people are like, are we still doing this?
Is that what you did?
Are we talking about? I honestly, I saw it and I was like, okay. Yeah, it was light. It was lighthearted. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we should keep Will Smith's wife out of our fucking mouth. But do we need to keep bringing this shit up? Yes. He is banned from all award shows. Okay, he is banned. So why do we need to even talk about him?
Will was
Let
at the
this
crib.
man live.
My bad. My bad. If you step on you, go ahead.
No, you good. That's it.
Will was at the crib. Like, how did I get brought up into this yet again? He's like, I'm catching a stray, and I ain't even do nothing this time. Even Chris was at the crib, like, hey man, like, this is, we in the new year, we in 2023. Why are we still talking about 2022 business?
Right.
You know? I was definitely one of those people that was just like, I chuckled, but I was like, why are we doing this? Like, and I know this, no one wrote that. That was definitely, that was all Eddie. Like, no one
off the cuff. Come on now. You know, when you start to get to those type of caliber, those more momentous, just really legendary status, there's not much you can tell somebody not to say. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is true. Were you wanting that third gym to be something that was like,
no,
this is great? Oh,
not
so
at
you
all.
were, okay.
This is Eddie Murphy, who has ample kids, who has ample bodies of women on his name. He's just a comedian. He's a regular guy who, guess what, found a way to not have to work a day in his life
at such a young ass age.
At a young ass age. He is not the rule. He is the exception.
Literally, because you see, there's only been one Ed. There's not been a nigga, even a white person, to come and have a rise like that. I think Hollywood was definitely like, there will never be another.
Yeah. So Eddie can do and get away with whatever the fuck he want to. Because there was a lot of moments where we were like, I think this might be it for Eddie. This might be the one. This might be the one that got him.
I was just hoping that he was gonna have that third gym would have been like, they don't want to see us win, but I wanted it to be one of those historic, epic speeches where we like, yeah. But
now let me grab my
this
wife.
was still this was still cool because in true Eddie, this was a mic drop. This was, if I had to go out any other way, this was a mic drop. We had Tracy Morgan up there with the great what was it? The great opening speech to welcome Eddie. Intro. Thank you. And he had his haircut. I was looking at his haircut and I was like, oh, we doing the throwback to Harlem Nights. Okay, I see you up here. It was dope. It was just cool to see the people that Eddie had affected as far as the other comics. So I mean, that was dope. I thought Tracy Morgan's Walmart joke was funny as hell. That I don't think a lot of people caught that when he was doing his intro. So that was cool. But there was some drama, Boogie, in regards
Yeah, there
to
was.
um what Eddie said. There were some people who were in agreement, some people who weren't in agreements with that. In true, I have to always say something fashion. Tyrese was like, I'm team Will Smith. There's nobody on the earth that will ever influence me to ever have a change of heart towards the biggest influence in my life. I'm just saying, man, move on already. I've watched Emancipation for the third time, and I can't believe how masterful this overall movie is. My hashtag, my brother's keeper. First off, Boogie, cap or fact? Do you think he really watched that movie 3 times?
We all know it's cap. He probably tried to watch it. He probably tried to watch it 3 times and completed the film on his third try. That's
Yeah,
what happened.
I agree with you.
That's
I
exactly what
think
happened.
you fell asleep the first time, the second time the same, and I agree with you. By that third time, you watched it. But Tyrese, why do you think we need to know this, brother? Like, who cares? And I think Ray J was feeling the same way. Like, nigga, we don't care about your love for this movie. Because Ray J was like, Tyrese better mind his own biz. You not on Eddie level. To think you can tell Axel Foley or Hakeem, the Prince of Zamunda, to move on already. He's hashtag number 1 in his acting campaign still to this day. Real legend. You better show some respect, Tyrese, before Will slap you back into reality. Yeah, I said it. You know how I feel about you and your antics. Don't play with my mentors. It won't end well.
Oh God. Can we just mute Ray J and Tyrese from the internet, from the medias in general? Because they've won. They've done enough, right? That's the cup has overflowed.
I think the one thing that we can all agree with Ray J here is we are tired of Tyrese and his antics. It's just like, here go Tyrese again. Like, I feel like that's just what it
Get
is
this
with
man a
him.
movie to do or something. Like he
Man,
needs to always stay busy because I don't want to hear from him.
what did they say? Idle time is the devil's playground. That is
Yeah.
literally
Yep.
Tyrese. Like, this man needs something to do, because if not, he's going to terrorize us on the internet. I agree with Ray J to an extent. I mean, he went on. I wish he would have put in more characters. Dr. Doolittle. Don't you dare come for Dr. Doolittle like this. Don't you come for the Nutty Professor like this. This is Axel Foley. He just could have dropped more titles. I mean,
He
he's semi
also was
right.
like, yeah, I think Ray J was like, man, let me just say something real quick.
He was drunk.
He didn't want to go into his little diatribe. He didn't want to go into his moves. He didn't want to go to his moves bag.
I hope he actually was tweeting like that. I hope he was. I mean, he was partially right. I don't think anyone's ever been like Eddie Murphy is number 1 in his acting campaign, because as you alluded to earlier, Eddie, he had some misses here.
He had some blunders.
It's some flops in there. We can Pluto Nash. No one is ever going to be like, this is a theatrical masterpiece. I mean, I'm sorry. There's just a couple in there. I just think it's funny that both of y'all are rich as hell and y'all choose to argue with each other. Like, I want to get to that level where I got millions, where I could argue with other millionaires. Like, bro, go get in the studio. Both of y'all get in the studio. Make some tracks. Go act. Go do something. Go put out some more Scooty Bites. Go put out the flip down glasses. Go do something. Damn.
Yeah. They need some business.
How much you want to bet Will Smith not even friends with Tyrese? That would be the funniest shit ever. He's like, here go this nigga tagging me and shit again. Take one picture with the nigga and he think we cool. That would be the funniest shit ever. Anyways, Boogie, let's get to this second ad. We'll be right back.
Man. Hey y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code late night, okay? LATENITE. Go on over to their IG. It's Rose Vogue Styling at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event, or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code late night, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
Yo, this this next story is wild.
It's a
I
doozy.
tell you. Been 4 Tennessee cops were fired. 2 have been suspended over a sexual relationship with their female married colleague. This is just some deep ish. Trying to go through all of it because it's that deep. It says here a female officer for Tennessee, alongside with her 4 male colleagues, have been fired after reportedly sharing a lengthy sexual relationship on their job. According to WTVF TV, Megan Hall had a string of raunchy encounters with staff members at the Laverne police station, which included threesomes, wild parties, sending explicit photos to staff, performing oral on at least 2 officers, and allegedly bragging about one cop's big genitals. It says, while some of the steamy sessions occurred at the homes of male officers, others were said to have taken place at hotels, the police gym, and the police station, during which Megan was supposed to be on duty and protecting her community. An internal investigation was performed last month, which determined that the female cop shared sexual encounters with at least 6 officers. Sergeant Lewis Powell, Officer Juan Lugo, Sergeant Ty McGowan, Detective Seneca Shields have been fired, while Patrick Maglico and Larry Holliday were suspended. There's another individual who was also suspended. There's also an investigation going into that there was a threesome that was with her and her husband and another officer.
I mean, listen, these are consenting adults doing the damn thing.
But on company time.
That's the issue right there. It's on company time. If it wasn't on company time, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Let her live her best dreams. If she want to get plowed out by some brethren, let her do that. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. That ain't my cup of tea, but let her live.
I'm all for you living your dream, doing what you do.
Yeah.
You know, she had, aspirations of being an OnlyFans star, and she still might be able to, still live out that dream. But Boogie, it goes a little bit deeper, some of these allegations. Let's see, the LPD investigation. The mayor filed the complaint because rumors got back to him from an unknown source that revealed Sergeant Ty McGowan is where this initially started from. There were several witnesses. We're bringing this up. It says on Monday, December 12th, Director of Human Resources Andy Patton received a phone call from Mayor Jason Cole reported that he received information from an unknown, back to not being able to read again, an unknown source about Megan Halls having intimate relations with one of the Laverne members of the police department, specifically with Sergeant Lewis Powell, Officer McLaughlin, including a three-way with his wife, Officer Larry Holiday. Mayor Cole also mentioned that there was a Girls Gone Wild party at the houseboat of Sergeant Erica Statt's house. Apparently, the head of the fraternal police department also had a houseboat party where said young lady had several bottles of vodka poured down her throat, which caused her top to fall off, causing them to rush to her to cover her so she wouldn't be exposed, as there were children at this party, because this was a party where everyone was like, hey, it's a holiday, we're all bringing our friends and family. We didn't know this was going to be a bang boat. Apparently, slew of charges here against all these people. One of the HR complaints was that she was walking around telling people that Powell had a big black dick.
I mean, that goes with that goes with the environment. Yeah, we kind of expected those type of sentiments, those statements. But again, if that's what she wanted to do, that's what she wanted to do. She just couldn't keep things under wraps. Like,
these charges,
she couldn't separate the two. And just for that, I'm just saying, just for that, guess what? These brethren that wanted to join in on the fun have lost their jobs for that. This is how you lose crazy? Your jobs. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. You lost a, and I'm not like, oh, I love the police, but you lost a job that had a good ass pension. You lost, and some were detective and sergeants. You had to work up to that.
Yeah.
And you lost this because y'all was trying to get freaky in the police gym in squad cars. One of the charges said having sexual relations in or on city property. Like,
they ain't got nothing else to do.
Jail.
They ain't had nothing else to do. That's what it was. Y'all,
you know what they had to
idle
do?
Time. This is another idle time situation. It's an idle time situation.
How many people's houses were broken into and they could have stopped it, but they was out giving back shots in the back of the squad car when they could have been stopping the criminals? You know, it's wild to me. And you know what's even more wilder though? My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say a dumb joke. Because this was Tennessee. It was like, you the only 10 I see. Banging it out real quick.
You know what's crazy though? Like, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. But what's more, this is embarrassing for them. But you know what's more embarrassing? If you have a spouse. Imagine you turn on the 6 o'clock news and it's like, oh, the Laverne, the police department had an orgy that was busted up amongst officers, and you see your spouse up here.
Yeah.
Imagine the embarrassment that you have. It's a double homicide. That's just
double homicide.
It's just like, that's just crazy to me. It's not like going home and be like, yeah, boo, I got fired. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. What'd you get fired for? It's not like saying, oh, it was being racist. Okay. They just let me go. You know, we downsizing. No, nigga, you was fucking on the job. There's smashing on the clock. Like, come on. Like, this is not, come on. Like, this, you're not serving your civil duty. You're not protecting and serving. Like
that, yeah. To me, I feel like when we hear these stories, it just continues on to go with the sentiments that we don't need these mofos as much as we think we need them. That's all. We need to start dispersing some of these jobs and responsibilities to other more qualified people.
this is crazy. And I know some people were trying to make it, excuse me, were trying to make it a race car thing. And I'm like, this is not, you cannot make this a race issue. The
Ain't
reason
nothing,
why
yeah.
those white officers,
racing to bang her. That's what it is. That's what they doing.
the reason why those white officers did not get fired, they were only suspended, is because they weren't on the clock. They at least had sense enough to not be on the clock. They weren't in the gym that everyone can see this. They weren't in a squad car. Like, come on. I'm with you, Boogie. I don't care that y'all was getting it on. I don't care if y'all was having freaky little cop flings. I don't care, because you're consenting adults. Long as you were consenting, I don't care. Just don't do it on the clock.
That's it.
Don't do it on the clock.
That's it. I think that's it. I think, yeah.
Like, I don't want my tax dollars going to y'all getting freaky on the job. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, I know there's not a lot to do in Laverne, Tennessee. I know it's very slow as far as crime is concerned, but go figure something out, man. Go sleep. I'd rather you sleep on a stakeout than be doing this. You lost a good pension.
Yep. Sucks for them. Oh, well.
Dummies.
Hope you learn from that.
It's just like, you know what? And you know what, Boogie? I gotta do this. I got to do this because it was like 3 brothers up there. I gotta do this. I gotta do it.
I sentence you to 4,000 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.
I had to do it. I had to hand out some lashes because it was just like, you're goofy. You're just, come on, man. She's gonna be all right.
Oh,
y'all niggas ain't.
Most deaf. This would be a perfect time for her to catapult to her OnlyFans. Fuck.
Literally. I would take them handcuffs, my old cop uniform. Like, this is all props now. Like, I'm running up the bag. Like,
that's it.
It's just like, hell, honestly, if I'm one of them brothers, since I already lost my job, I might as well get into content. You've already told everyone I got a big black peen, so I might as well let the world know, and I might as well capitalize off this. I mean, I feel like that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, Boogie, we got some folks out here who are tripping.
That we do.
Y'all niggas tripping.
Time to get to y'all niggas are tripping. We might even hand out some lashes, here too. Boogie, who you got for y'all niggas is tripping?
I got some nasty lashings. Y'all niggas is tripping. Goes out to the brethren that don't want to wash their sheets. Apparently, 45% of single men admitted they wait up to 4 months to wash their bed sheets, while another 12% said they wash them when they remember. And wow, that doesn't surprise me whatsoever. But do you not understand the amount of dead skin that you garnered on those bed sheets for those months? The fluids, the liquids that have accumulated in those sheets, as well as, because you're probably not washing your mattress either. You're not giving it a nice little refresher when you remember to replace those sheets too. So you just sitting in all your everyday filth all the time. Wow. And then you single men will have women come and lay in said juices and dead skin. Wow.
Well, that's when they change the sheets. That's when the sheets get changed.
That's when they change the sheets. So
you're not laying in them.
The mattress still out here nasty and dirty. Okay.
Hey, flip that mattress since you got it.
Real quick.
Not a little bit of that Febreze on there. It was disgusting. It made my skin itch. And it's also, if you're not washing your sheets, what else are you not cleaning?
Yep.
You're probably not cleaning your bathroom as good as you should. Your kitchen's probably dirty. Probably not even washing your drawers. Are you even washing your ass? Are
Ugh.
you washing your towels? Are you changing out your towels? Like, these are things that you're probably not doing. I just want single men do better. Like,
Do better.
do better. Like, I know a lot of y'all want to be like, why women always talking shit about us? Why this? Why that? This is the reason.
Exactly.
This is it right here. Because this is uncalled for. Like, there's no reason to not have this level of no home training. Like, unless you didn't grow up in a home, then I can understand that. But
Home
this is
training,
disgusting.
trailer training, tent training. You should know to change them damn sheets.
Like, there should be like something in the back of your mind that's like, damn, these sheets is nasty as fuck. Like, there's something. 4 months is a long time
Yeah, that is a long time.
to not change your sheets. That's disgusting. Don't even change those sheets. Throw those in the trash and go buy some new ones, because there's no amount of washing and bleaching that's just disgusting. Do better, man. Do better.
Who you got for your niggas is tripping?
Man, this one's a doozy, Boogie. You know, I've called off from work a lot of times. You know, I feel like, Boogie, you would be able to. I feel like you could tell from our relationship that I'm a type of person that has called off a lot. I feel like I just exude that. I feel like Nate just, my personality just like, you know what? He might take a mental health day, you know, or he might not really be sick, but he just don't want to be here. That's me. That is me. But sometimes you do it too much. Sometimes your employer is like, hey, you ain't getting any sick time for this. Like, you're just going to have to go unpaid. Some people are okay with it. Some people are not. Police say a Family Dollar employee who was disciplined for excessive sick days threatened her boss with a gun while customers were inside the store. Denisha Holiday was charged with aggravated assault and 3 counts of reckless endangerment following the incident at the Family Dollar in the 3400 block of Summer Avenue on December 27th. The manager of the store said Holiday sent her a text saying she wasn't coming because she was sick. The manager said after she told Holiday she was being removed from the schedule for calling in too much, Holiday showed up at the business with a gun. The store manager said Holiday pulled the gun out of her pocket, pointed at her, waved it around. Police said there were 3 other employees and a customer at the register when it happened. The victim said Holiday put the gun in her pocket and threw a stapler at her before another employee escorted her out the store. She said Holiday threatened to shoot up her vehicle before leaving. Police said Holiday was taken into custody on Thursday and admitted to being armed with a gun when she came to the Family Dollar. Investigators said they then told, excuse me, the investigator said Holiday then told them she had a gun because she wanted to be prepared and took it out of her pocket to adjust the holster. Her bond was then set at $10,000.
Damn.
You know, this is one of those things where it's like, I get it, but at the same time, I don't get it, because this is not cool. No way is this ever cool. If you call off too much, you call off too much. What do you think was gonna happen? You gotta space out your call outs. You gotta space them out so they're like, okay, I got a model employee. So if you call out like 2 days in a row, it's like, man, you don't ever call out. But if you call out like 4 or 5 times a month, you got to expect that they're going to take you off the schedule. My thing is this. Were you taking me off the schedule for the week? Were you taking me off for, was this indefinitely? Need a little bit more details before you just pull a burnaround on somebody.
Yeah,
still don't do it though.
Yeah, she got to be smarter with that one. That was the wrong move on her part for sure.
But you know what? There were some other things in here that were telling, because it says an employee walked her out. Who is this employee? Because unless I'm a security guard with a gun and a vest, I'm not walking you anywhere. You know where the door is. Why would I do that?
Right.
Like, what are we doing here? I am not about to be like putting my life in there, unless I am your ride or die homie, and you're just like, hey, you can get up out of here. I'm a leave. because I don't know what you're gonna do. Then I'm like, yeah, I escorted her out and I ran to my car. I will heed the warning. But this type of stuff, we just can't have this, ma'am, because I don't think anyone else is gonna hire you ever again after hearing about this.
Yeah, that's a no-go for her. So she's gonna have to change her name or something.
Because if I ask you, so why did you get fired from your last job? Well, I called off too many times. Okay, well, maybe we can work around. Maybe we can, accommodate your life so we have that work-life balance. But if you tell me you got fired because you called off too much and you pulled a gun on me, this interview is over right now.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a no-go.
I'm just do better, folks. Do better.
Yeah.
Looking at her picture, though, this screams, I would do it again. This also screams, don't mess with my money, but don't do this. Please don't. Okay, let's get to this final ad, and we'll be back for the final topic.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
Yo, this one is this was kind of a funny one too, because I heard about this and I couldn't believe it, and I was like, this can't be true. Everyone knows that there's a trial going on in Atlanta for a lot of the YSL members, and there was a young lady who had jury duty. This young woman showed up for, let's give you a little backstory, okay? A little backstory. It's a 20-day trial. These trials can be quite lengthy. Young lady showed up for the first day of trial, but didn't show up, for the trial days after that. Why didn't this young lady show up? Well, Boogie, I'll tell you why. She was on a vacation in the Dominican Republic. So, of course, when everyone files in for jury duty and everything, they're like, okay, juror number 1's here. Juror number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. Where's juror number 7 at? We don't know where juror number 7's at. Bailiffs called. Oh, phone not being answered. Bailiff sent a text message. Nothing, no type of response. So bailiffs go to this juror's home. This bailiff's grandmother comes to the door and says, she's not here. She's out of the country. So of course everyone is like, why would you go out of the country when you're on jury duty? Some text message exchange. She says, I'll be back in a few days. So of course, the bailiffs are like, when you get here, you have to report here immediately or you're going to jail. So we fast forward to this young lady being in the courtroom. Boogie, do you have the video, or should I play the audio?
Oh, I didn't grab it.
No worries. I will play the audio here. Let me play this real quick because this is one for the ages.
A fine of $1,000 and or 20 days in jail. I am not going to fine you. I'm going to, well, first, Madam, did you attend college?
Yes.
You have a 4-year degree?
Yes, Southern Tech.
Say again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. One thing I'm going to do is, in order for you to satisfy your contempt, I'm going to commute the 20 days and require you to write a 30-page paper on the importance of jury service. Here's the criteria. You'll have to do APA style. You're going to have to use at least 10 primary sources, 10 secondary sources. You'll talk in a minimum, and I'll write this in the order. You'll have an order. You'll have it before you leave here today. You're going to write at a minimum the history of jury service, who could not serve on a jury, because that's very important. Because years ago, people that look like us couldn't serve on juries. It was prohibited. I want you to talk about jury service in Georgia and discrimination at a minimum. Those 4 things, okay? And you can talk about anything else you want in that regard. I am going to give you a date 3 weeks hence that paper needs to be submitted to me electronically. And we're going to run it through a plagiarism checker. You got to write it yourself. And then you're going to come back and talk to me about it. I think that would be fair. Contempt is punishable.
So, Boogie, are you taking the 20 days in jail, or you're writing the 30-page paper? And do you think it's fair? Do you think what the judge did was fair?
I mean, I'm definitely writing a paper. I'm never going to jail. I'm never choosing jail. But
you want that street cred?
Yeah, no. I'm good, buddy. But that's a lot.
Yeah.
Even when I was in school, I don't remember that 10 minimum secondary sources.
20 sources total.
Nah, I'm good, buddy. I'm good, dog. That's a no-go for me.
That's graduate level dissertation.
That is.
Gave her.
That is graduate. You went to college. First of all, who cares if she went to college or not? Nigga, the fuck? That's a lot.
I would tell you why. He did that. I'm glad she didn't lie, because you don't agree perjury in the court here, you're already in trouble. Yeah. I think it's fair, because $1,000 fine and 20 days in jail, today's economy and whatever your job situation is, you're gonna lose your job.
Yeah,
like, that's gonna set you back. Especially for some black people. I know there's some black people that got that, but still losing your job though, that will set you back, especially the way our communities are set up. It's cool that he did that, because if this were a white judge, you would have got contempt. You would have got both of those. Hands down, they would not have made any type of exception for you.
Yeah.
I think the reason why he asked her if she went to college, or she has a degree, is based on her education level. You'll be able to do this paper. If it was someone who only has a high school diploma, your education level is nowhere near to be able to do that. Yes, it is a lot for a person that has a bachelor's degree. I'm not even gonna hold you up, but your education level will allow you to do that. And I think that adds to the punishment. I can't be like, here's a 5-page paper. You can knock that out in no time with a bunch of BS. So I really want you to think about the penalty. 20 days, and that's a long ass time. I will take the 30 pages. You can find someone to write this paper for you, girl. Like, I would just be like, here's like $100. Go to a college student who needs that. Have them do it. I think it was a cool idea, because we don't see it often. But the lazy student in me is like, I would take the jail time, because I know how I was an undergrad. I was like, this paper is gonna kill me, dog. Can I re-up on that time? Like, but I think it was
I'll
cool.
just do it in the last 2 days, like I always do my papers. I do it at the last minute. Yeah, man. I've done a 30 pager in like a weekend.
Ooh. God, that's a lot. I also though I don't I think it's cool though because and I didn't think of it this way because I saw a couple lawyers who were chiming in on the comments and they were like, a lot of the crimes that we go up for these little small petty crimes, a lot of people would not be in jail if it was a jury of their peers.
Yeah.
And when we skip out on jury duty or we just
Yeah.
whatever it is, we're sentencing them because these
We're
white people are
adding-
not letting
yeah.
them off. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that because it's all black people up here. We're going to let you go because you do a crime. We're not.
No,
but
no,
the
no.
likelihood, though, we're going to be more empathetic towards you. So that's where when I thought about it from that point, I was like, you know what? If I get some jury duty, I'm just gonna suck it up, take my little $15 a day, and do what I gotta do. But I ain't booking no trips though. I maybe you know what? Maybe this was like I still can't fathom why she didn't tell them. Maybe this was one of those things.
Yeah, from the jump. Yeah,
because they would have disqualified you. They would have been like, "Oh, you're not gonna be here. You're out." Like I would have told them. Like that would have been off rip. I'm not about to, take a penitentiary
she probably
chance
wasn't a good college student
for the DR. She couldn't get a refund. That's what it was. She was like, I done bought this flight on Spirit. I can't get a refund. I can't get my money back for this all-inclusive resort. We just gonna go have a good vacation, and I'm gonna deal with the courts when I get back.
She also didn't really think they were gonna test her.
I also did not think it would be like this either, because we've never heard. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I have thrown away a jury duty. I ripped it up and thrown it away. That was like years ago. So the statute of limitations are well past. But I didn't think for a second that they was gonna come and put me in jail. Now I will never miss a jury duty after seeing this. They was like, when you get off that plane, you're going to the clank clank. Like, no, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not doing that. Scared me for life.
Well, I'm curious to see if she did that damn paper.
I hope to God she does, because I don't want to see her sentence in front of him again. Because you know how that talk is going to be. It's like when your mom tells you something and they got to have that talk. Like, I done told you. Like, no. Plot twist. What if someone involved in that case was like, hey, here's $100,000, go on a trip to the DR to get yourself disqualified from being a juror? Plot twist. What if, because we've never heard of, think about it, Boogie, in all of these mob cases that people have been on, all these high profile, we've never seen someone in the middle of a court case just be like, I'm going on a vacation to the DR. We've never heard of that. I'm just gonna throw a little conspiracy dust on there. Like,
okay, all right. See what you did there.
I guarantee she won't do this again. No,
not at all.
Guarantee she won't do it again.
Not one
I don't
bit.
think anybody else will do it again either. Or even attempt to.
Yeah. Don't try it, ladies and gentlemen.
Hope that they were like, "Man, were you threatened?" No, I just need a vacation. This trial been kind of stressful.
That's it.
Work been kind of stressful, so I just need to get away.
A little vacay action.
Boogie, we have come
to
the end of another dope ass episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. It's in the can. I don't know why I was that hype for absolutely no reason. Sometimes
that's okay.
That way, but
Feel it.
I just be excited because we're putting together great content, and the No Sleep crew, y'all have been tuning in. Y'all have been tuning in and holding us down. So I gotta give y'all some applause, because you've been holding us down. So I appreciate y'all on all the platforms for liking, subscribing, everything. Yes. What you got, Boogie?
As always, don't forget to hit that bell notification on YouTube so you can get all of our new content as soon as it drops, and tell a friend to tell a friend that this movement is real. It's happening right now, and they should be listening to us as well.
Exactly. And on that note, I think you guys should all enjoy your MLK Day tomorrow.
Absolutely.
If you're a white listener and you have black people who are working on your staff, beside you, under you, or whatever, buy them lunch. Don't say happy MLK Day. Don't do any of that, but buy them some lunch. Give them an extra 15-minute break if you're in a position of power. Don't say anything happy about, just, hey, you deserve an extra break today. Give it to them. I got nothing else.
I'm Adrian.
This is Late Night with Nate and Adrian. We about it.